one of the most valuable stakeholders for ECI, friends from media. I was getting messages after messages, so were my colleagues, especially yesterday, day before. I only wrote one sentence, that please enjoy your weekend. Nothing else. I would like to start the press conference, our interaction rather, and I would like to make it very clear at the very outset that, as always, you can ask as many questions as you like. Of course, Shefali would kind of moderate and regulate that part. I would like to start this interaction by formally introducing our colleague who has taken over very recently, Rajiv Kumarji, in the Election Commission. Just as the gain of ADB is a loss of ECI in respect of Mr. Lavasa, Rajiv Kumarji is not a stranger to any of you. In fact, he is not a stranger to the country as such, having been banking secretary in the most turbulent and difficult times, finance secretary of the country, and earlier establishment officer in the Department of Personnel, besides his many other distinguished his other assignments. And he is also, from the very limited interaction in the last couple of days, one can know that he is also like both of us, me and Sushilji. He plays under the radar, but plays very effectively. We last met at the time of announcement of elections to the Assembly of NCT of Delhi on January 6, 2020. The world has changed significantly since then, and certainly not for the better. The uncertainty and devastation caused by COVID-19 in the world has changed the way we live and work. It has forced a so-called new normal, which is not normal, but it's a new normal in every aspect of our lives, social, economic, and cultural. As the pandemic spread across the world, the first reaction of the election management bodies of many countries where elections were due was to postpone the elections, hoping that the pandemic would soon loosen its grip and they'll be able to conduct their elections in a more conducive environment. More than 70 countries postponed their elections. However, as the days and months passed and the COVID does not really show any sign of abating and went on unpredictable curves and trajectories, going up one day, going down, slightly down, and then very up another day, it was realized that some way would have to be found to balance the democratic rights of the citizen, of the electorate, to choose their representatives, while also making a very sincere effort and systematic effort to protect the health and safety of the people. Consequently, many countries hazarded to venture and took the courageous decision to go ahead with the elections in their election schedules, making adjustments and adherence to the new safety norms. ECI treaded safely but firmly and started by conducting elections to 18 seats of Rajya Sabha as well as some MLC elections. As you are aware, elections of Rajya Sabha are indirect, but they involve around 984 eligible electors across 8 states of the country. Stringent health and safety protocols were enforced during this election. After the successful conduct of these elections amid COVID crisis, ECI had all along been doing kind of parallel exercise on what to do about Bihar and what to do about the by-elections in a couple of state assemblies. And these were quite meticulous preparations, to which I'll allude to in a while.